Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Pull up a seat. Let's have a little conversation while we make some food here. We are going to make a torta, a carnitas torta. And to start, we're going to use this telera roll. It's a traditional Mexican bread. And we're going to brown that in the skillet. Before we get started, I know in the video it probably looks kind of like a hamburger bun, but it's really not. It's a cousin to the sourdough roll. They're really soft. They're really good. So we're going to cut this in half. We're going to put a little butter in the pan, and we're going to toast this bread. So let's get a knife in here. And then after we get the bread toasted, we're going to make the carnitas. Now the carnitas is being made out of the roasted pork we slow cooked in the other video. We'll put a link to that video and this one at the end, and you'll be able to see how we made the pork. Now this pork has been cooked one more time, and when we cooked it the second time, we added mushrooms and onions. It's really delicious. So we're going to use that to make a torta sandwich this time. You can see the onions, you can see the mushrooms. And of course, it's kind of a unicolor thing. It's not very colorful, but it's really delicious. And then we're going to put some cheese on it, melt the cheese on top. We've got a little bit of leftover cheese left here. That will make our torta. So we just got to get the pan a little bit hot, get that butter melted, and we can start browning. Okay, we got a nice toast on this side. That's the top. Now we're going to toast the bottom. I'll put a little bit more butter in here. And the pan's gotten hotter, and that will help brown it. So if your bread's not browning up very fast, make sure your pan gets up to temperature on about a medium heat. Okay, the bottom's nice and toasty. It's done. So we're going to put those on the plate and put them aside. We're going to cook the meat. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of oil, just a little bit. Yeah, about a teaspoon. Now, if you're not sure that you have this much meat, you're not sure how much will make a sandwich. Okay, that will be about 6 ounces worth of meat will make that sandwich. So if you're not sure and you have a food scale, then what I would recommend is that you weigh the meat. So we're going to get our little scale out here, and we're going to get a little plastic bowl like that. Turn it on. Hair will zero it out so that it won't detect this. Now, since I already had it on there when I turned it on, it zeroed out, it allowed for that weight. And then we want to put 6 ounces. Four to 6. So that should, oh, there it is. Look at that. That's about what we had. So there's just a little bit left. We're going to go ahead and put it all. And we're going to add that. We're just going to go ahead and cook the whole thing. Because we're at 5.7 and the whole thing would be right at 6. So most of your, think of it this way, most of your sandwiches or meat portions provided by a restaurant are usually 4 ounces. Now sometimes in a sandwich, depending on the sandwich and the filling, it could be only 2 ounces. I think we're going to end up using probably 4 on that bun. We may have a little too much here, but it was such a minor amount. We don't want to save it again. So we're going to fry this up. We want it to get a little bit crispy. That is carnitas. Carnitas is basically fried pork, if you don't know. Pastor, for example, is cooked on one of those rotisseries. The name of it escapes me right now, but I'll put that in there. So that has a different name. It's based on the preparation, not the meat you're using so much. This won't take long. So the point to this video is, one, to demonstrate ideas of what to do with a leftover roast. And two, how to make a delicious torta. And a torta is a sandwich of many ingredients. So it's really what you make out of it. It's kind of, a torta is a generic term like the word sandwich. Well, that could mean anything depending what you put in it. So this one is carnitas torta, fried pork. There's mushroom and onion. I don't know the Mexican name for mushroom. Onions is cebolla. Now we're going to melt the cheese. We'll make it gooey. Really good. There we go. Just use that to finish off that pack. There we go. Do you like cheese? Some people aren't cheese eaters. And I'm not just talking about people with dairy allergies. There are people that have no allergies to dairy that just don't care for cheese. There's a comment. Do you like onions and mushrooms? Let us know what you think. Now we're just going to let that cook. Oh, sorry. Steady there. I've got the camera right in front of me and I'm not used to that yet. I still run into it. So what's going on with you? Leave us a comment. What are your food experiments and favorites and go-to dishes? My go-to is a sandwich. I normally really like hamburgers, but anything between 2 pieces of bread really does it for me. I'm going to turn this way. turn the fire off because this is done. And we are going to make a mess. Okay, and I'm going to get it on video. So we've got a lot of filling here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it over, get the whole 6 ounces in there, just like that. I'll scoop this up, put it over here. Oops. And then I'm going to get a paper towel, because I like to wipe up my messes as I go. And here is our carnitas torta. Let's taste it. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Those 6 ounces worked out on this just fine. This is a big roll. We want to give it a bite. Well, barbecue sauce might be good on there. Or some people use coleslaw. Whatever you like. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. By the way, get that crispy texture of the bread, the buttery flavor. You get the cheesiness and the mushrooms and onions. Really a flavor-packed sandwich. Recommend give this one a try. Make you a roast. Make you some recipes. We're going to have some more coming up. That was a 5-pound roast, so we've got a lot of meat to use and make some more recipes out of. We hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate you. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'd love to hear from you, so leave us a comment. Don't forget to share with your friends and your family. You guys take care. It's Love from the Kitchen, 777.com. That's our blog. Have a great day. Bye.